Germany has never simply followed the automotive world. Germany has always led it. For decades, when the rest of the industry chased trends, German engineers focused on fundamentals, precision, balance, and machines that felt engineered rather than assembled. But in 2026, the automotive world is no longer what it used to be. This is the era where naturally aspirated engines are disappearing. Where hybrid systems are no longer experiments, but necessities. Where electric motors are rewriting performance rules. And where luxury is defined as much by silence and software as by leather and metal. In this new landscape, German cars are facing their biggest test yet. Can emotion survive electrification? Can performance coexist with responsibility? And can legacy brands adapt without losing their soul? Three names dominate this conversation: BMW, Porsche, Audi. Each brand represents a different philosophy. Porsche protects purity while embracing hybrid innovation. Audi transitions from combustion icons to electrified performance. And BMW, perhaps more than anyone, tries to balance everything at once. Which brings us to one unavoidable question. In 2026, is BMW still the king of German cars? This isn't just about speed. It's not just about luxury. And it's definitely not just about numbers. This list is about significance. Cars that define where Germany stands right now. Cars that reflect both heritage and future readiness. Cars that still make you feel something in an increasingly digital world. From timeless sports cars refined over 60 years. To legendary supercars reborn through hybrid technology. To luxury flagships that redefine what the best truly means. These are the top 5 German cars of 2026. And no, number 1 isn't what you think. Number 5, Porsche 911 Carrera. Some cars don't need reinvention. They need restraint. The Porsche 911 Carrera is the perfect example of evolution done right. For over 60 years, the 911 has resisted radical change, not out of fear, but confidence. And in 2026, the Carrera continues that legacy, now fully adapted to the modern era. Under the rear deck sits a 3.0-liter twin-turbo flat-six producing around 388 horsepower. With Porsche's PDK transmission, it accelerates from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. But the numbers are almost irrelevant because the Carrera's magic has never lived on paper. What defines this car is feel. The steering is alive. Not artificially weighted, not filtered, alive. The rear engine layout, once considered a flaw, has been perfected into a weapon. Traction feels endless. Balance feels instinctive. The car responds not just to your inputs, but to your intent. By 2026, hybrid technology is no longer the future of the 911, it is the present. Porsche's T-hybrid system, first introduced on the 992.2 GTS, uses exhaust gas energy and electric turbocharger technology derived from Formula One. This allows instant throttle response without sacrificing the character that defines the 911. Even if the Carrera remains combustion-focused, it benefits from this hybrid revolution across the lineup: smarter energy management, sharper response, and improved efficiency. And yet, none of this makes the 911 feel complicated. You can daily drive it. You can sit in traffic comfortably. You can trust it on long journeys. The interior remains unmistakably Porsche: driver-focused, minimal, purposeful. Screens exist, but they don't dominate. Everything is placed where muscle memory expects it to be. Visually, the 911 hasn't lost its identity. The silhouette is timeless, subtly refined with modern aerodynamics that improve stability without screaming for attention. The 911 Carrera is not the fastest car on this list. It's not the most luxurious. And it's not the most futuristic. But it delivers something rarer in 2026. Authentic connection. Not the loudest voice in the room, but the most honest. Number 4, Audi R8. The transition ERA is almost equal to 580 to 600 words. The Audi R8 is no longer the car it once was. And that's exactly why it matters. The original naturally aspirated V10 R8 is officially gone. Its production ended in 2024, marking the end of one of the most emotional engine eras in modern automotive history. But by 2026, Audi hasn't abandoned the R8 name. Instead, it has redefined it. The next generation Audi R8 is widely expected to return as a hybrid supercar, built on the same performance architecture as Lamborghini's Temerario. This time, the heart of the machine is no longer a screaming V10, but a twin-turbo V8 paired with electric motors, producing well over 900 horsepower. This is not a downgrade. It's a transformation. Audi understands that the future of performance is hybridized. Instant torque from electric motors combined with forced induction allows the new R8 to outperform its predecessor in every measurable way: acceleration, efficiency, and control. But emotion still matters. Audi's design language ensures the new R8 remains aggressive, low, and unmistakably a supercar. Quattro all-wheel drive continues to provide confidence that rivals struggle to match. Advanced suspension systems balance everyday usability with track-ready precision. This R8 isn't trying to replicate the past. It's acknowledging it and moving forward. The naturally aspirated V10 era is over. That chapter has closed. But the R8 name survives, now representing Audi's transition from raw combustion emotion to intelligent hybrid performance. This is not a farewell. It's a rebirth. Number 3, BMW M5 Hybrid. BMW doesn't believe in extremes. BMW believes in balance. And in 2026, no car represents that philosophy better than the BMW M5 Hybrid. This is not a concept. Not a rumor. Not a fantasy hypercar. This is a real production machine and one of the most serious performance statements BMW has ever made. The new M5 combines a twin-turbo V8 with electric assistance, producing around 717 horsepower. Torque arrives instantly. Acceleration feels relentless. 0 to 60 happens in roughly 3 seconds in a 4-door sedan designed to be driven every day. This is where BMW separates itself. The hybrid system doesn't dilute the experience. It enhances it. Electric torque fills gaps, sharpens throttle response, and improves efficiency without stealing drama. You still hear the engine. You still feel the power. You just get more control. Chassis technology plays a huge role. Rear-wheel steering, adaptive suspension, and intelligent all-wheel drive allow the M5 to shrink around the driver. Despite its size and weight, it feels agile, composed, and brutally effective. Inside, the cabin balances modern technology with traditional BMW ergonomics. Curved displays, intelligent interfaces, and premium materials coexist with a driver-first layout. Nothing feels gimmicky. Everything feels intentional. This car isn't about showing off. It's about dominating quietly. BMW isn't chasing Ferrari or Lamborghini here. BMW is doing something more dangerous, building a car that does everything absurdly well. Input numbers: number 2, Porsche 911 Turbo S. If the Carrera speaks to the soul, the Turbo S speaks to physics. By 2026, the Porsche 911 Turbo S has evolved into something almost unfair. Hybrid-assisted twin-E turbo technology pushes output to nearly 700 horsepower, while maintaining the composure that defines Porsche engineering. 0 to 60 happens in about 2.6 seconds. But acceleration is only part of the story. The Turbo S doesn't feel dramatic. It feels inevitable. Power delivery is immediate, relentless, and perfectly controlled. The all-wheel drive system distributes torque with surgical precision. At high speeds, the car feels planted, stable, and almost calm, as if speed itself has lost meaning. Aerodynamics inspired by motorsport keep the car glued to the road. Carbon ceramic brakes erase velocity without hesitation. And somehow, despite all this capability, the Turbo S remains comfortable enough for daily use. You can commute in it. You can road trip it. You can live with it. This is what makes the Turbo S terrifying. It doesn't demand sacrifice. It delivers hypercar performance without hypercar compromises. Automotive perfection, turbocharged and electrified. First place medal number 1, BMW 7 Series, i7 M70, being the best isn't about being the fastest. It's about being complete. In 2026, the BMW 7 Series, specifically the i7 M70, represents the highest expression of German automotive excellence. This is not just a luxury sedan. It is a statement. Fully electric. Over 650 horsepower. Near-silent acceleration. And yet, unmistakably a BMW. Despite its size, the i7 M70 accelerates to 60 in just over 4 seconds. The electric drivetrain delivers instant torque, smoothness, and control that combustion simply can't match. But speed isn't why this car wins. Step inside, and the outside world disappears. The rear cabin transforms into a private theater, anchored by a massive 31-inch display. Ambient lighting, premium materials, and absolute silence redefine luxury. Technology doesn't overwhelm, it supports. iDrive 8.5, augmented reality head-up display, and intelligent driver assistance systems work invisibly in the background. And crucially, this car is future-ready. No emissions. No compromise. No loss of identity. This is BMW proving that leadership in 2026 isn't about nostalgia. It's about vision. The Porsche 911 Carrera reminds us why we fell in love with driving. The Audi R8 shows us how legends evolve. The Turbo S redefines performance. But the BMW i7 M70 defines the future. In 2026, being king isn't about raw speed or noise. It's about mastery, balance, and understanding where the world is going without forgetting where you came from. And by that measure, yes, BMW is still king. Not because it shouts the loudest, but because it understands the moment better than anyone else.